Good morning, all the way from Pattaya in Thailand, and somehow it's Friday. Means tomorrow is Saturday and our live program, which we do regularly between 9 and 10 a.m. A chance for you and me to get together. You join the forum live and you can chat and we can exchange messages. Sometimes I have a topic, sometimes I don't have a topic, but it's always a great time to get together and compare notes about living in Thailand. Now, just a very quick mention of this story. Chiang Mai's Dusit D2 Hotel ceases operations after 18 years. Now, the only reason I mention this is because when I arrived in Thailand, some 18 years ago, this was the first hotel I stayed at. And as it happened, it was the opening night. I had no idea. But I was at the reception desk checking in. They had all these new Apple computers. It was all very funky and orange as it happened. And all these important dignitaries arrived, epaulets and things, and apparently a member of the royal family was coming to open the hotel. They were just parading through. I can't sort of remember. I think it was Princess Sirindorn, but I can't quite remember. Can't even remember what I had for breakfast this morning. But it was a very regal occasion, and I was just a casual bystander on the side. So it's with some sadness I announced the Dusit D2 Chiang Mai Hotel, a landmark hotel in the city, has announced its closure and made a statement on their Facebook page. After 18 vibrant years, Dusit D2 Hotel closing its doors. We're filled with gratitude for the memories and the connections we've made. Experience the next chapter of Dusit at Dusit Princess Chiang Mai and our other locations around the globe. Of course, the question with Thai tourism booming at the moment is why such a prominent, well-known, well-backed hotel is closing. Doesn't seem to be a lot of clues. Formerly known as the Chiang Inn Hotel, the Dusit D2 was a prominent fixture on Night Bazaar Road. The closure comes despite a booming Thai tourism industry, highlighting the continuing struggles of many Thai hotel operators still reeling from the impact of COVID-19. Earlier this year, another iconic Chiang Mai hotel, the Lotus Pang Suan Khao, also announced its closure after 33 years in business. So was it bad management? Was it a bad location? Was it something to do with the changing tourist mix? Lack of demand for high-end hotels in Chiang Mai? I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on the matter. Now, we go on to the situation around the Thai border, and there have been in the last couple of days a lot of people coming out of those scam centres, being repatriated back to their various countries, a lot of them Chinese. But there's also a few side stories around the edges I thought I'd just quickly cover. And the Lao PM arrived yesterday at the Government House in Thailand on an official visit to Thailand. He and PM Petong Tan will discuss bilateral issues including PM 2.5 microdust, call centre scams, human trafficking, trade and tourism. So the only way that Thailand is going to get a grip on this whole PM 2.5 air pollution problem is by talking to its immediate neighbours. And then, of course, the call centre scam, the online scam centres, they are slowly being broken up on the borders. But as we see with the next story, looks like people are just moving somewhere else. 8 Chinese caught with 91 phones on a tour bus, reported in BangkokPost.com. Suppose a good question, why do you need 91 phones? Maybe they've got a lot of friends and they want to be speaking to them all together at the same time. But 8 Chinese nationals travelling through this northeastern province on a tour bus have been found with 91 mobile phones. And they were found to have overstayed or entered Thailand illegally. It looks like it was just a random search of a bus travelling from Bangkok to Ubon Ratchathani up in northeast Thailand after it stopped at the Yasothon bus terminal. And police arrested 8 Chinese men ranging in age from 20 to 28. 2 were found to have overstayed their visas, others found to have entered Thailand illegally. A local media reported that the suspects were believed to be involved in a scam operation and were moving their base to another country amid a major crackdown led by Thailand and China on illegal businesses in border areas. And police also found 2 Thai nationals who admitted to taking turns to drive the bus. No suggestion there the Thais were doing anything illegal, probably just driving the bus. But it does show you there is a lot of action currently happening between at the top end with Thai officials and other government officials from neighbouring countries, as well as, well, the scammers themselves making big moves because they've had their power cut and their resources limited on those border areas. So they're just going to take their business somewhere else. So, to the very unpleasant topic of sex pests and pedophiles, these stories pop up from time to time. For many years, Thailand and other Southeast Asian countries were seen somewhat as a haven for some of these people. But these days, you will find that Thailand, certainly over the past decade, maybe 15 years, has shown very little tolerance towards these people, and they act swiftly and firmly to get them out of the country. And we go to this story in Khaosod English. Pattaya police arrest 2 Swiss men in separate child sex abuse cases. And 2 Swiss nationals have been arrested in Pattaya for sexual offences against minors. A Mr. Rudolph, aged 68, collaborated with a Thai accomplice to contract the guardian of a girl in Suratani, requesting to adopt her and offering to fund her education at a school in Chonburi. Now, it says here the guardian believed it would benefit the child, but later Pattaya police received complaints about his sexual abuse of the child. And they raided his house, so they found external hard drives and flash drives containing explicit photos and videos of the girl in various situations, including bathing. So 3 days ago, Pattaya police arrested and charged Mr. Rudolph with possession of child pornography for sexual exploitation and committing indecent acts against a child under 13, regardless of consent, using coercion against a person under his authority. And to another arrest on the same day, Mr. Oliver, aged 41, who went to Thailand as a tourist. He used the Tinder application to solicit sexual services from a Thai female minor under 15 years old. He fled before being prosecuted, but 3 days ago, when he re-entered Thailand, he tried to evade arrest by hiding in a hotel in Nong Pru. So officers arrested him, and the Chonburi court issued an arrest warrant for taking away a person under 15 years of age from their parent, guardian or caretaker for indecent purposes, taking a person under 15 years of age for indecent purposes regardless of their consent, and sexual intercourse with a minor under 15 years of age who is not their spouse, regardless of consent. And police spokesman explained the 2 cases differ in detail. The first suspect clearly used financial status as a means to access the victim, while the second claimed the victim was willing and that he was unaware of her true age. And those 2 men will have their day in court and will leave a judge to decide on their fate. As we head to another story in Pattaya, this sort of just got out of hand. And 5 injured as Thais Indians clash in Pattaya. And officers from Pattaya police station yesterday broke up a fight between 2 Thai women and 2 Indian men on the street near Pattaya beach. In the fight, it resulted in injuries to all 4, as well as a Thai man who tried to help the women. And one of the women said one man used his mobile phone to film them, so she asked him to delete the file, fearing that he might use it for illegal purposes. The man refused her request, which led to a violent argument that escalated into physical affray. And the man refused her request, which led to a violent argument that escalated into a physical affray. One of the women tried to hit the men with a stick, prompting them to run away to Pattaya Walking Street. The police arrived at the scene to break up the brawl, which left the 2 women and the Indian men injured. A Thai motorcycle taxi rider who tried to help was hit in the knees and right eye by one of the Indian men. I suppose the bottom line here is just don't go pointing your phone at another member of the public in a menacing way. These days, mobile phones seen somewhat of an assault weapon. But anyway, a couple of stories there from Pattaya, a couple of stories from around the border, and of course up in Chiang Mai. Thanks for dropping in. Big thanks to 5 Star Marine. You can find them at 5starmarinephuket.com. Hopefully you've subscribed. I think we're over our 40,000 subscribers. Yay! Thank you very much. We will be here tomorrow with our live program from 9 a.m. I look forward to chatting to you. We'll see you then.